Imagine a world grinding to a halt, planes grounded, hospitals paralyzed, banks locked down. This wasn't a sci-fi movie. It was our reality just weeks ago. What caused this unprecedented global tech meltdown? And what was the staggering price tag? Let's dive in. It was a Friday morning like any other. People were just starting their workday. Businesses were opening their doors and the world was slowly waking up. But then, something unprecedented happened. Computers, the lifeblood of modern society, began to mysteriously fail. From towering skyscrapers to small town shops, the digital heartbeat of the world started to falter. Offices fell silent as employees stared blankly at their unresponsive screens. Hospitals, where every second counts, were thrown into chaos as critical systems went offline. Even air traffic control was impacted, forcing planes to ground. It was as if someone had flipped a switch, plunging the world into a digital blackout. Panic started to set in as the realization dawned on people that they were utterly dependent on technology in ways they'd never fully realized. Insurers are now assessing the financial damage caused by last week's major CrowdStrike software glitch, which led to computer crashes, flight cancellations, and hospital disruptions worldwide. And the outlook is grim. Described as the largest IT outage in history, this incident is projected to cost Fortune 500 companies alone over $5 billion in direct losses, according to an insurer's analysis published on Wednesday. These new figures starkly illustrate how a single automated software update brought much of the global economy to a standstill, highlighting the world's reliance on a key cybersecurity firm and the recovery efforts required. The estimates were released the same day CrowdStrike issued a preliminary report on the widespread IT meltdown it inadvertently caused. This report is the most detailed technical analysis of the outage so far. Businesses, particularly Delta Airlines, are scrambling to recover. Delta is still managing the fallout from the glitch, which resulted in thousands of flight cancellations and a Department of Transportation investigation. Numerous Fortune 500 companies use CrowdStrike's cybersecurity software to detect and block hacking threats. However, last week's update to CrowdStrike's signature software, Falcon, caused millions of Windows computers to crash due to a conflict with the Windows operating system. The healthcare and banking sectors were hit hardest by the glitch, with estimated losses of $1.94 billion and $1.15 billion respectively, according to Parametrics, the cloud monitoring and insurance firm that conducted the analysis. Fortune 500 airlines, such as American and United, were also significantly affected, losing a combined $860 million, Parametrics reported. Overall, the outage could have cost Fortune 500 companies up to $5.4 billion in revenues and gross profit, excluding secondary losses from lost productivity or reputational damage. Only a small portion, about 10 to 20%, may be covered by cybersecurity insurance policies, according to Parametrics. Fitch Ratings, one of the largest U.S. credit ratings agencies, stated on Monday that the types of insurance likely to see the most claims from the outage include business interruption insurance, travel insurance, and event cancellation insurance. This incident highlights a growing risk of single points of failure, Fitch said in a blog post, warning that such risks are likely to increase as companies seek consolidation to take advantage of scale and expertise, resulting in fewer vendors with higher market shares. The staggering damage estimates emphasize how a preventable mistake at one of the world's leading cybersecurity firms has had cascading effects on the global economy and may lead to more demands for CrowdStrike to be held accountable. On Wednesday, CrowdStrike released a report detailing the initial finding of its investigation into the incident. The issue involved a file crucial for detecting signs of malicious hacking in customer devices. CrowdStrike explained that while it routinely tests software updates before deployment, a bug in its cloud-based testing system on July 19 allowed a flawed update to be released. This part of the system, responsible for validation checks and new updates, failed to detect the problematic content data. The faulty update was published just after midnight Eastern Time on July 19 and was rolled back at 1:27 a.m. Eastern. However, by that time, millions of computers had already downloaded the update. The issue affected only Windows devices that were powered on and able to receive updates during those early hours, not impacting Mac or Linux machines. Due to the timing, organizations in Europe and Asia experienced more disruption during the workday compared to the Americas, according to Fitch in its blog post. When Windows devices using CrowdStrike cybersecurity tools attempted to access the flawed file, it caused an out-of-bounds memory read, leading to a Windows operating system crash known as the blue screen of death. This could only be resolved by manually deleting the faulty file, a time-consuming process affecting up to 8.5 million devices. Microsoft, which had no direct role in the outage, noted that while this number is a small percentage of the broader Windows ecosystem, it underscores the interconnected nature of the tech landscape. CrowdStrike stated that the validation system had appeared to function normally for previous releases, but committed to preventing similar incidents in the future. The company plans to publicly release a more detailed analysis and is developing new checks for its validation system to prevent problematic content from being deployed again. Additionally, CrowdStrike intends to implement a staggered approach to content updates, allowing customers more control over when updates are installed to avoid simultaneous widespread issues. So what exactly caused this digital catastrophe? The culprit was a seemingly innocuous software update from CrowdStrike, a cybersecurity firm that protects countless businesses and organizations from cyber attacks. Their Falcon sensor, a crucial piece of software designed to identify and block threats, was at the heart of the problem. Imagine this: software is like a complex puzzle with millions of tiny pieces. Sometimes, a mistake can slip through the cracks, creating a flaw or bug. In this case, a bug in the CrowdStrike update acted like a domino, toppling over other systems and causing a chain reactions of failures. When this faulty update were released, it collided with operating systems worldwide, triggering the infamous blue screen of death and bringing computers to a standstill. It was a perfect storm of circumstances, a tiny error with immense global consequences. Beyond the headlines and technical jargon, this outage had a profound impact on real people. Hospitals, where every second counts, were thrown into chaos. Surgeries were delayed, diagnostic equipment went offline, and patient records became inaccessible. In some cases, lives were undoubtedly put at risk. Imagine the fear and uncertainty felt by patients and their families as they witnessed the medical system they relied on crumbling. For air travelers, the outage meant hours of delays and cancellations, disrupting travel plans and causing immense frustration. And for countless businesses, the shutdown of computer systems meant lost revenue, missed opportunities, and a ripple effect of economic hardship. This was more than just a tech glitch. It was a stark reminder of our increasing dependence on technology and the vulnerability that comes with it. The global economy, a delicate machine reliant on the smooth operation of technology, took a significant hit. From Wall Street to Main Street, businesses of all sizes felt the impact. Stock markets experienced volatility as trading systems struggled. E-commerce giants saw sales plummet as customers couldn't complete online purchases. Even the simple act of paying for groceries or gas became a challenge as payment systems went offline. The economic cost of this outage is staggering. Billions of dollars were wiped off the value of companies as investors panicked. Supply chains were disrupted, leading to shortages of essential goods, and the overall loss of productivity as the world ground to a halt is immeasurable. It's a stark reminder of just how interconnected our global economy has become and how vulnerable it is to disruptions in the digital realm. Share your thoughts in the comments below, and if you like this video, click the next one shown on the screen. I'm sure you'll like it. Thanks for watching.